Hey, east, west, north, and south. Who them a talk about? MORAA, the one and only truth teller. You don't know. It's MORAA, MORAA, MORAA. The one and only truth teller. You don't know MORAA? You got it, girl.
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Hello everyone all around this beautiful world. I hope that you're all doing great. Happy weekend everybody. Hey, now guys, we usually say that this audience of this negative reactors in the village are the ones who are behind all of their shenanigans. Gintu just did a video where he is saying that people were on his comment section, people were, like reaching him out from all over the world, everywhere. People are telling him, why are you allowing, this family, of course, it's Marwa's family. Why are you allowing this family to be using your fish pond, for their water? I actually even looked at his comment section, guys, and I saw somebody saying, why do they need, your water, and yet they don't allow people to use their stuff? Guys, Gintu has come out to tell them, hey, guys, go slow, pole. Relax. That fish pond is not my fish pond. Guys, these people want to incite Gintu. They are the ones who are always behind all this nonsense. Guys, if you find, a stupid person, you can really manipulate them. And that is why you see all these village idiots acting the way they do. Look at Mogesi. Look at Ernesto. Look at Gintu, guys. The way this guy comes out to chest stamp, talking about all these things about the Marwa family, it is because there are people who are behind it. And it's sad, guys. It is indeed sad. The other day, Ernesto said that he had left Reaction. People were in his ear. How can you stop defending your village? This, that, and the other. And the dude came back talking shit. Guys, listen to what Gintu said. Gosh.
Guys are coming back, and at this point I'm going to be talking about, I saw much of the people talking about they're using my fish pond to pump water to the Mwango site. No, this is not my fish pond, and they have come to an agreement with Murimi family, and that's what they're just doing here. So this kind of the water, it's not pumped from my fish pond. The generator is there, and it's not coming from my fish pond. That is the fact. So I saw much of the people tagging that, oh, Gintu, we have seen much of water pumped from here. It's not coming from my fish pond. This is Ernesto's fish pond that they were just using, but the brother to Ernesto. And I like the machine. It's pumping water very much.
Still on that issue of people chest stamping because of incitement, guys, I've seen another new fella, who's appeared from nowhere, who is feeling like he is the savior of the village. Guys, this is the Jesus of the village. The Messiah has just come, has just landed in Nyabohanse. My God. In Swahili we say, tumeona wangapi. How many of his kind have we seen? How many saviors, guys, have we seen? Have we, experienced on the streets? How many? What is so special about him? What does he have that the rest don't have or didn't have? What does he have to offer? What extra is he going to, to give? Is it because he is organizing a meeting? Guys, all these authorities know about these incidents. Guys, how can you bring out, something that is already in court? You want it discussed, in the village anyhow. And the players, the parties, not both parties are represented. Did he ask for permission from Moremi? Moremi is the complainant. So you cannot just call Moremi anyhow, you're supposed to attend, blah, blah, blah. And now he is extending issues. He has brought out so many issues. Guys, I don't even watch this guy. I feel like, I watch him like for a few minutes and I feel like, what am I giving this guy my view? My nice, sweet view. I mean, I don't care. It's only one, but hey, it's precious, Because this guy, the little that I have seen about him, honestly, he has nothing to offer. And this is what, again, we call in Swahili, vitisho baridi baridi. Very cold threats. No. OCS this. Guys, do you want me to call the OCS? And then you're calling the OCS. I think he's in a meeting. You even want to put the OCS on blast. Do you think it would go down well with the OCS if you call her and put her on blast like that in front of the entire world, regardless of whether it is a serious case or not a serious case? Is this how things are done? Just because you want to show your audience, who are now giving you money. Because guys, I saw him give, the daughter, one of the people who assaulted Moremi, Moremi's cousin. I saw him give her 12,000 shillings. Or is it the father? Gave them both 12,000 shillings that have been sent by somebody from abroad. So now, because he has started, of course, and guys, if he is giving them 12,000 shillings, he has also been sent his own. There's no way this person can be sending him 12,000 to go and give other people, and yet he himself has not been sent. And you will find that what he has been given is more, of course, than what he's giving out. That is why this guy is so motivated, running around, thinking that he is the one who is going to save. Save what? What is the problem? How do you come and save, where there's no problem? There's nothing to save. I've never seen anything like this, guys. We have seen so many of his kind. And he will talk. And then he will keep quiet. He is just looking for content. He is looking for views. He is looking for YouTube money. That's what this is about. He's pretending to be the one who really cares, for this family. Okay, fine. The meeting is going to be held. And guys, I am here telling you all that nothing will come out of it. Why? Because there is nothing wrong. Guys, how do you start going? Talking about cases, he even at one point was talking about, the party, stuff that happened at the party. Guys, all those things were reported to the police station. Investigations were done. Nothing came out of it. Now, who is this one? Calling the DC, calling the OCS, calling the chief, organizing a meeting. Fine, you all are going to talk. But what is going to come out of that meeting? Let us see the kind of evidence this guy has that the others didn't have. Guys, I'm telling you. You will remember this day I'm telling you this stuff. He will be talking. Nothing is going to come out of this. If indeed Marwa's family, were doing things that are against the law could have already caught up with them. Before this OCS, this lady OCS, there was a previous OCS. You know, guys, I hear them saying that Marwa has put, you know, the police force of 𝐵𝐵𝐃𝐒 in his pocket. You cannot put the whole police force of an area in your pocket. It's not possible. It is not possible. Isn't there an OCPD there? There are ranks of police people, you know. So, are you telling me Marwa, unless you're telling me Marwa has put the whole of Kenya police in his pocket? This issue of talking about Marwa has put the 𝐵𝐵𝐃𝐒 police, even if he has put the 𝐵𝐵𝐃𝐒 police in his pocket, if you truly want to deal with an issue, you know, you still can deal with it. You will start with that police station, but you can, you know, take further steps. So Marwa has owned all the others. Come on. And guys, I heard, you know, some of these fools, you know, talking about Marwa and D have run away because of this meeting. You know, one thing I've noticed, guys, is that there's nothing that this family does, you know, just for the sake of doing it, you know, just like living life. No. Everything they do will be scrutinized, and somebody will come up with a reason as to why they are doing that. In fact, you know, they will even come and tell you, I'm sure, if you ask them, why did Marwa go to the toilet? They will tell you, because he was, they'll give a stupid reason. You know, like he cannot just go to the toilet because of going to the toilet. That's what I'm talking about. If Marwa travels, it is because of blah blah. If 𝐷𝐿 does this, it's because of the other thing. If 𝐷𝐿, you know, has a boyfriend, it's because she is paying because of clout. There's always a stupid reason that they attach, you know, to everything that this family does, which does not make sense. Because they themselves live life. Everybody lives life, guys. Stuff happens. Life happens. People go to funerals like 𝐺𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃, you know. His family member passed on. He had to go to attend the burial. Everybody passes through that. But when it's 𝐺𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃, it's something else. He was not going to a burial. It's because blah, blah, blah. They'll come up with a stupid reason. He was going to get Rocio because he and Rocio, you know, just crap. Now, 𝐷𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃 had already said from I don't know how many weeks ago that he is going to be traveling around this time. This meeting was convened a few days ago. So now 𝐷𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃 should not travel, you know, should not keep up with her plans because of a meeting. You know, a combo meeting that, you know, is neither here nor there. So now if she goes about her business, she is running away. 𝐷𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃 is a traveler, for heaven's sake. She has been a traveler all along. And she goes places, not because of any reason, because she loves to travel. And this is her job. You know, this is where she earns a living from. Traveling. So 𝐷𝐿𝐉𝐻𝐃, all she has done is to go to work. But some idiots typing, no, they are running away. She's running away. Gosh. Marwa's issue with Rocio. They themselves, guys, they themselves, this crazy gang, are the ones who have been talking about Marwa and Rocio are having a disagreement. So, Marwa has decided to come to Nairobi to sort it out. He is again running away. And guys, mark you, they are the ones who have been saying for days, why isn't Marwa going to pick her up? Marwa is so mean. Marwa is going about his business like nothing is happening. Marwa does not love me, Toto. Marwa this, Marwa that. Guys, people who are confused elements. Shameless people. This family are human beings like everybody else. They've got plans. They live life. You don't have to put a reason, a stupid reason behind everything that they do. And yes, they're not going to attend that meeting. So now, what? So what? These guys are joking. And I heard them again say, the popular line. Marwa, this family always use money, to manipulate the villagers. This family uses money to, bribe the police. This family uses money to get their way. Guys, I said in my previous video, I said that these people are not using their money to manipulate anything. Because if they do, then you all are going to see that they're doing it. Yes. And money talks. And that's the truth. And bullshit works. That is a fact. So, if they also want to manipulate the system, then they should get money. Oh, yeah. Now, let me talk to them like that. Because, guys, these people, you cannot reason with them. You cannot. And like I was saying in my previous video, when somebody becomes mad, even you, madness, let madness beget madness. Yes. Marwa and Rocio are doing their thing. Okay, reschedule the meeting. This fool, Chris, I don't know the nonsense. He is definitely going to get nowhere. And I repeat here, we have seen so many of his guys. Tumeona wengi. Tumeona wengi. In fact, we have seen better ones than himself. Oh, reactors are talking. We're not going to stop. Don't stop. Who said you should stop? You shall stop yourself. Because you shall see that, you're fighting a losing battle. My gosh. Guys, wonders never cease. And guys, I have just seen a scene. This one, guys, I had to laugh. Oh my God. The real jams. This guy is chicken. Quick. Gosh. Mayugno found him at the roadside, or rather on the road. And he was getting ready to film. Or rather, was he filming already? And Mayugno was like, you are such an idiot. Why do you always come to bring your shenanigans, here on Marwa's road? And then the real G tried to say, oh, what is the problem? Huh? What is the problem? What is the problem now? Mayugno said, you're lying to yourself with that camera. If you're a real man, if you're a real G, turn that camera towards my road. Turn that camera. And then, nitakunyoosha. I will straighten you out. I will straighten you out. And in Swahili, it sounds, like I will make you, like you kind of folded, so I'm going to straighten you out, Oh yes, the real G started to say, if you want to know a goon, look at their shoes, blah, blah, blah. He started talking his shit on camera, but he did not turn his camera towards Mayugno's side. He did not dare. And then after that, he quickly ran from that area. The real Jams has always been a coward, guys. I've always told you all, since the time of Paris, this guy, the time he fought the police, this guy He is a big effing coward. It is only mouth. Gintu, you're a coward.
At the end, is it going to be coming positive or going to be coming negative? Bro. Kuko aje kwani? Hii njia si ya Marwa bana.
Mimi jichanganye uje tu na hiyo kamera pale.
Sasa unaona mimi niko sehemu zangu bro.
Wewe jichanganye tu uje na hiyo kamera pale.
So sasa ngori ni gani? Ngori ni gani? Buda acha nikuambie mani. Haya.
Jichanganye na hiyo kamera uje na hapa kwangu nikunyoshe.
I'm not interested with you bro. I'm not interested with you, bro. I'm not interested with you. I know you have that kind of a jealousy. My friend, I'm not interested and I'm not fearing.
You just treated Marwa.
You come from here, man. You could do whatever you think you can do.
I'm telling you, try even on my road.
So I'm not interested to you because you have a long way to go still, huh? Exactly. So the point goes back to everything has to go back. Everything has to go back. You understand? These are just the Munguzo are just said because that is their way of understanding. Because we have to understand, not everybody went to school, and not everybody the school is passing through them, and not everybody can pass through the school. Talk about that is it. They're gonna be talking, but Gintu has to come live. I understand because I'm not fearing anybody here talking about you're gonna be a or you're gonna be this way. That's just by the way, and they should be there. I understand they have to be there because for you to come out and talk about ABCD, I'm not interested with talking about how it's gonna be. This is the public land, and somebody's talking about this is Marwa's road. Very stupidity of the eyes. They have a long way to go, and that is the mentality. And also come out very fantastic. At this extent, we have to go forward and also understand how is the program, how is everything, and how is everything running. Right now, you understand much of the people have a bigger defect, whereby they think about whenever they see Gintu, they're not in peace.
Big up my Yugno. You know, do not let this person try to intimidate you. My Yugno, I don't know, Marwa. Stand your ground. Put them in their place. Oh, yes. It is what it is. Yes. Now, let us go to the Bungoma witch underwear scammer. Guys, this woman has come out to insult Rocio. I mean, obviously. She has come out to say that Rocio has gone back to eat her vomit. Oh, and by the way, she also spoke about the issue of Dee Mwango and the phone and that particular restaurant. Guys, what do I normally tell you all? I normally tell you that this particular woman, the Bungoma witch underwear scammer, pretends to be foolish. You know, yujifanya mjinga, anajifanya gafala. You know, like she does not understand what's going on. That is how she does her reaction. And that is why, you know, sometimes, you know, people used to ask me, oh, why do you always react on carrots? It's because of her stupidity, guys. Now, none of these other reactors have said what she was saying. Because they had exactly what Dee said. Yes, they came out to condemn Dee. You know, I saw gay tea, I saw, you know, on trending. However, they did not say what she said. Because this particular one is trying to make it seem as though Dee was not called by the restaurant, you know, to pick her phone. Guys, she's coming out with questions like, who did you leave that phone with? Did you leave it to the manager? Did you give it to the management? You forgot it. You misplaced it. You're careless. Guys, all that may be true. However, there's one particular aspect, just one. If these people did not call D that they had her phone, then I know for a fact that D would not have acted the way she did. As a matter of fact, D probably would have just called them or maybe gone there to say, did you see my phone? And then probably they would have said no. And then, you leave it, because obviously you know that if you forgot your phone on a table or of a restaurant or even, wherever around the restaurant, somebody will definitely steal it. I mean, there are thieves around. Of course, there are good people out there too, but chances are that it'll be stolen. So now, one thing that she is trying to convince people about is how careless, stupid, and all this kind of nonsense things that she's saying. She's trying to tell people that D is all that. Guys, D Mwango left this hotel, forgot her phone there. Yes, she forgot her phone there. Yes, she may have misplaced it there. Yes, she may have left it, whatever you want to say. However, where this, restaurant gets themselves in trouble is when they called D Mwango to say that we have found your phone in the room that you are sleeping in. Of course, because she was sleeping in that hotel, the restaurant went and found her details, called her. And then again, you should also consider that D has been, this is a regular place that she visits. So they definitely reached out to her. Guys, when they reached out to D Mwango, they had the phone. In fact, most probably that manager was holding D's phone in her hands. Called D and said, hey, we got your phone. You forgot it. Guys, it has happened to me. It has happened to some of you all. You've forgotten your stuff somewhere. And then they will call you and tell you, hey, MORAA, we have found something that you left behind. It happens. So, when these people called D, that is where the problem began. Now, they cannot come out here and start saying they don't have the phone, because they already had it and called the owner for it. Now, I've had people asking out here, why didn't D go back to get it? Guys, if, even I live in Nairobi, but I don't live at the CBD. I don't. So maybe I've already reached in my house. So when you're calling me, telling me that, you have found my phone at the restaurant on the table, say where I was having coffee, I'm not going to come back immediately. I'll probably come back tomorrow. And I live in Nairobi. Now, D Mwango lives away from Nairobi. She probably had already taken the bus or a flight to wherever she was going. And she said she had slept in this hotel with Congrats' mom. So I gather it's the time that they were going to the coast. So now, they're already at the coast. They've just landed. Somebody calls you. You have your phone. So now you're going to take a flight back to go and get the phone. Of course, you'll tell them, keep it for me. Thank you so much. Because guys, if these people hadn't called D Mwango, then D probably would have even thought maybe she lost the phone somewhere else, Nairobi, because they actually went around Nairobi. I think they went to CJ's, which is across the road, and had something to eat. She would have maybe thought, oh, maybe I left it at CJ's, or maybe I dropped it somewhere, maybe, in the Uber or something. So, them calling D Mwango, they gave D Mwango an exact location of where the phone was. Guys, this woman has come to talk a lot of crap. How careless D Mwango is, how blah, blah, blah. And if you guys noticed also, these people already know that they are on the wrong. And that is why they were handling D Mwango the way they were. Guys, because if you didn't leave anything with me, And then you come to me saying, I'm demanding. I'll be like, did you give it to me? Where did you leave it? Whom did you leave it with? I don't know what you're talking about. But that's not what this hotel said. None of those people said that. None of them. Even the ones who are telling D that this is the first time we are hearing about this case, they were not saying, no, there's no way it will be here. They were telling D, give us a day or two. We are going to find it for you. So that clearly tells you that they have it. They know that it is in their possession, the hotel's possession. Wherever it is with them. Even the manager herself. At no point did she tell D, I don't have your phone. What are you talking about? You didn't leave it here at the reception. My friend, please go and check where you went to. We don't have your phone. They are all guilty. And that is why their responses were the way they were. It is common sense, guys. If at all these people knew that they were not responsible, their demeanor towards D, their reaction, yes, I know they have to be calm because they are working, blah, 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 but calmly they would have told D, excuse me, madam, you did not leave your phone here. We don't have it. Please go and check somewhere else. Go wherever, just trace your steps and maybe you can find it wherever else. But here, we do not have your phone. None of them said that. So stupid carrots. You should blame the hotel. Why did they call D Mwango? Careless blah, careless that. That is why, guys, I tell you that this particular Bungoma underwear witch scammer, acts dumb. So she can come out here with a stupid reaction. Just to castigate D, put D down, insult her, embarrass her, and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to work, carrots. Never. Never. So yes, they stole the phone because they had it and then they didn't have it. So somebody must have stolen the phone. Somebody must have taken it without permission, and that is stealing. Oh, that phone had a tracker. Track your phone. Stop disturbing people on the streets. Hey, carrots. Yes. Even the iPhone that Rocio had, when that motorbike rider grabbed her bag, it had a tracker. They went to the police. It was tracked to Mathare area. But was it ever recovered? No. So the fact that the phone has a tracker does not mean that, it's going to be, recovered. It may not. And why should D Mwango go through all that? And yet somebody said they have her phone. If you had my phone, guys, just give it to me. Why am I tracking it and you you have it? Give it to me. So D Mwango, big up yourself. You have to beget madness with madness. When people pretend to be stupid, you also show them you can have some little stupidity up your sleeve. And guys, I tell you what, these people, they will produce that phone. Yes, they will. Just by the fact that D Mwango did what she did, they are going to give that phone. I'm happy that D Mwango actually went to the cop station and recorded the statement, because she went back there. According to her latest video, she went back there and the manager was not there. Neither was the owner of the hotel. These people have disappeared because of this phone. But I know they're going to organize themselves, either get her that phone or buy her another one. And then now they'll show up at the hotel. I kid you not. Yes. I also saw Piggy Mouth coming out to say that, this phone is, I don't know, $100 and something at Walmart, that D Mwango is lying and everything. Guys, did she say she bought it at Walmart? And then the phones that Piggy Mouth is showing are refurbished. Phones clearly written there, refurbished. Does she understand the meaning of that word? Guys, even laptops here, if you buy a new one, it is much, it is way more expensive than if you buy a refurbished one. Same as phones. Guys, now these people, they want to doubt everything. Let her bring us, where they sell the new phones, so she can tell us how much it costs. Oh my gosh. Piggy mouth. Her life is not lifing, wherever she is. And guys, have you all noticed how the Lazy Gang, Kenya team are always throwing shade at her indirectly? Piggy mouth. You have lost your team. Your children, have all dumped you. Oh my God. Oh, I thought you were rich, D. Huh? Why is it paining you so much? Only $1,000. I thought you were rich. Guys, somebody tell this Bungoma witch underwear scammer that rich people actually are the ones who take care of their things the most. By the way, if you all notice, the rich people, hey, you don't play with their things. They are the ones who know the pain of their things. And that's for sure. So carrots, we all know where you belong. You belong to the scam of the earth. So you will not know these things. You will not know how rich people feel. Maybe one day you'll get there so that you can understand that they don't play with their stuff. No, they don't. Huh? You take care of your rotten maize and your malnourished, dying chicken. Guys, somebody tell this woman, to stick to her lane. Stick to her place where she belongs. And when she's talking out here, when people are talking, even her, she wants to talk. Guys, somebody tell her. And guys, this woman went on to say that Rocio had gone back to eat her vomit, just like I had said. And I hope she was joking about this, because she said that Rocio had gone to Argentina but came back just so she can meet Marwa. Guys, this woman, we all know what she is about. This woman really wanted Rocio to leave. This woman was praying day and night so that Rocio can go away, guys. So that Rocio can vanish from Marwa's life. But guys, it did not happen. She is so bitter. She is so pained. She cannot believe it. She doesn't know what to say. You could see it in her eyes. You could hear it in her voice. This woman is crying in the inside, guys. This thing has pained her to the core. For those who do not know, this woman wanted Marwa. And still does. This woman wants Rocio to leave so that maybe she can have a chance. Guys, she has been thoroughly disappointed. Marwa, guys, like I said, for those who do not know, this woman used to love Marwa, like following Marwa and everything, She was defending Marwa on the streets, talking, good stuff about Marwa, thinking that Marwa will notice her. But one day, somebody, in an interview, said to Marwa, how about this lady, 𝐴𝐴𝐻? Do you think you would want her as, your woman? Marwa said, who, me? God forbid. Guys, since that day, this woman has been having sleepless nights. She has never moved on. It still pains her to death. That is why she is always looking for everything and anything to insult Marwa about. Now you know, in case you didn't know. So now she is out here insulting Rocio, talking about Rocio. You know, has gone back to her vomit. Carrots, no matter what you say. Even your witchcraft failed. Your witchcraft. You know, the spell that you put so they can separate, it refused. It failed. You know, you cannot fight prayer. You cannot fight the one and true living God. You can't. You just be satisfied, you know, with the person you snatched. Just be, oh my God. Be satisfied with that one. And leave this couple alone. These Panadols that you keep taking every day, you know, for their headache, they will not help you. Now you need to take something stronger than Panadol. Gosh, somebody tell this woman that she has failed miserably. Her witchcraft has failed. You know, all her negative reaction has failed. Now what next, guys? What next for this one? Let me know in the comment section. What next? Oh my God. Oh, Marwa and Rocio were asking for, you know, they were activating donations when they were showing all these kitchen appliances that they want to buy. Guys, does it mean, and that is what I was saying, you know, earlier in this video, that everything this family does will be attached to some stupidity. So now Marwa, being a content creator who likes to film everything, you know, he likes to film where he goes. That is his job. That is how he earns money from YouTube. By filming himself, his lifestyle. So when Marwa goes, you know, to this place to window shop for these appliances, now he is activating donations. Oh, the money that they were sent for this, and the other, now they want to buy kitchen appliances. They even want to buy a fake AI fridge that does not know the president of the US. Now, one thing I know about this AI fridge, had it been asked who is AM Carrots, it would definitely have known. That one, it would have known. It would have known that that is the Bungoma witch underwear scammer. I'm pretty sure that it would have gotten that one right. For sure, guys. Yes, this AI fridge may not know anything else, but that fact, that AI fridge must have known for sure. Guys, this woman, we have seen her kitchen. She can make do with some of those appliances. Like for real. Carrots, I know you're jealous. I know you would want a fridge like that in your kitchen, wouldn't you? I know you would want, you know, a cooker, you know, a cooking stove like that one in your kitchen. Huh? Jealousy will finish you. Somebody tell this woman. We all know for a fact, guys. She has shown her kitchen, you know, numerous times. It is pathetic. Totally pathetic. It needs a makeover. Desperately. Oh, if Rocio wanted to rest, why didn't she rest in the nearby towns? Why didn't she rest in Migori? Why didn't she rest in Esebania? Those are very good towns. Those are very good places. Why come all the way to Nairobi? No, you want Rocio to explain to you. Like who? You know? Like who? Like what? She owes nobody no explanation as to why she chose Nairobi. She may have, have chosen Mombasa as well. She chose Nairobi because she chose Nairobi. Guys, again, like I said, always attaching whatever these people do to some stupidity. Rocio chose Nairobi. She picked Nairobi out of the towns in Kenya, all the cities in Kenya, because she picked it. Yeah, she has no reason to give you carrots. You chose to go to Malindi, with a patient's money. Why did you do that? Did you explain to people here on the streets? Shamelessly scamming a patient and taking her money and going to spend it, in Mombasa. In Malindi to be precise. Now you have the audacity to come out here and question Rocio? Think again. Oh yes. She owes you no explanation. In fact, she owes nobody an explanation as to why she came to Nairobi. Maybe the only person she can explain to, if there's anything to explain, guys, if there's anything to explain, is Marwa. Oh yes, only Marwa. Everybody else, shut up. Yes. And then I heard her asking a very stupid question. Why is Marwa saying that this time around he does not want to put out his stuff on YouTube, on social media? Why now? Guys. Because, guys, that is common sense. Because first of all, these people always want to use the information that Marwa gives, against him. I wouldn't put out my stuff out there also if I was Marwa. I would change. Guys, people have been telling Marwa to change. Marwa, stop showing everything on social media. Marwa, stop saying everything on social media. Other people have even, been telling Marwa to edit his videos. Why? Because he should have some privacy. And guys, if indeed they had this disagreement with Rocio, when he came from Nyabohansi, they obviously had a sit down. They obviously spoke about their issues. And maybe that is one of the issues they spoke about. Maybe. I strongly believe that this must have come up. And probably Rocio said, you know what? We need to cut down, what we show out, out there to the world. And not even Rocio saying, even Marwa himself must have seen how this, disagreement of theirs, if at all it is there, he must have seen how it has, been, talked about on the streets. He must have seen the hula baloo, using his own word, that it has caused out here on the streets. So clearly, any normal person, you would reach a point and say, you know what? I don't need all this. I do not need all this. And the only way you can stop all the shenanigans out here on the streets is by cutting down, what you give out to social media. And that's exactly what Marwa has done. And guys, I have been out here saying that Marwa has also matured. The things that Marwa used to say, how he used to express himself, he has changed. And like I said in a previous video, I sometimes go back to watch Marwa's, older videos. And guys, you will realize, even by the way he talks and everything, he has changed. So people change, people mature, things happen, life happens, you learn more lessons, you learn through experience. And that is the reason why Marwa has decided, for me, I believe that is the reason as to why Marwa has decided, you know what? Enough is enough. I am going to filter what goes out from my home to the streets. Because guys, social media can even cause you to break up with your spouse if you're not careful. Especially if you're listening to this, people out here, this crazy gang. So, Marwa, you have done well. And that is exactly what we have been saying out here, guys. That Marwa should try and, have some privacy. It is going to help. It is going to change a lot of stuff out here on the streets. That's for sure. Guys, last night when I saw the notification, I am Marwa premiering, guys. I ran to the streets like never before. Oh my God. I saw Marwa there, in Nairobi, talking. I was like, thank God. First of all, of course, we saw him, get to the airstrip at Migori. We saw him in the plane. We saw him alight at Wilson Airport. We saw him, already on the streets of Nairobi. And guys, the highlight is when I saw him with Maisha. Oh my God. Guys, I was so happy to see Maisha. Baby Maisha, mitoto. Right in his father's arms, guys. Isn't that cool? I mean, who wouldn't like to see something like that? I was so happy, guys. And of course, he was out and about with Maisha. And of course, we saw him go to this shop, check out these appliances, all this nice stuff, for the home. I mean, who wouldn't like, to have this kind of stuff in their home, And later on, Rocio was there. And of course, Marwa kept saying my wife and my child, and that was so cool to hear because, guys, I was hearing some of these crazy gang members talking about, especially 𝐷𝐿. Gosh. Hey. And one thing about this 𝐷𝐿, I even heard, Nairobi teacher saying that he's not married, this 𝐷𝐿 guy. So how do you even expect to get blessed, with a good partner and you're out here trying to tear down, other people's relationships? Anyways, guys, so now I was hearing them say, nowadays he doesn't even mention, mitoto. He doesn't mention Rocio. And when he does, he says Rocio, just like that. And he says, my child, just like that. Guys, Marwa has disgraced this crazy gang. Big time. All their dirty mouths yapping out here on the streets. Shameless people, guys. Of course, later on, I was also happy to see Rocio. And, she has gotten much better. Guys, remember, she said she's on treatment. I was happy to see Rocio. I was happy to see them as a family. Marwa did the honors of bringing Rocio so she can pick the kind of stuff she wants, the kind of stove, the cooking stove she wants, the kind of refrigerator she wants. That's good, And, I enjoyed every bit of this video. And guys, just like Doreen Small would say, all the bed bugs were out, guys. The numbers were rising, per the second. Gosh, I know that most people were happy for Rocio and Marwa, and I'm happy for Mitoto, guys. I am happy for Mitoto, to have both his parents around. I just hope and pray that they really work everything out. Because, guys, what people don't know, about this couple is that they love each other. They really do. And you know what? Love, true love always wins. So guys, if you're here and you have not liked this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And thank you for all the new subscribers in the house. You guys are so many. Thank you so very much. Feel most welcome. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are the best, guys. You all know that I have got nothing but love for you all. Thank you so very much. Let us meet in the next video. Bye bye, guys.
Speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African dog. Truth teller, that's who I am. Truth teller, that's my master plan. From East Africa to the world. Truth teller, let the truth unfurl. MORAA signing off. Truth in my soul. Truth teller, that's my only goal.